Hi there, I'm Donna Wolfe from Naztazia.com.
Today we'll make this easy crochet loop flower. These work nice as a decoration for a hat, handbag, blanket, scarf, and more. I'm using less than 20 yards of worsted weight yarn and a size G crochet hook. To begin, we'll start with a slip knot, and then we'll make a chain of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Then we'll find our very first chain and make a slip stitch into it. And as you can see, that's our very first loop of this flower. We'll repeat this chain 15 loop process again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And like before, we'll find our very first chain of this set and make a slip stitch into it. As you can see, there are now 2 loops made as part of this flower. I'll begin the 3rd loop now. And there's chain number 15. Then I'll make a slip stitch into the very first chain of this set to form my 3rd loop. You will continue with this process until you have made a total of 18 loops for your flower. Feel free to make more or less loops if you wish to have a fuller flower or a less full flower. I trim my yarn about 12 inches from my last slip stitch and then I fasten off my work. You might need to straighten out the loops a bit first before the next step because they will flip-flop all over the place. For this step, I like to use the handle part of my crochet hook, but feel free to wrap these sets of loops around your finger or a marker instead. Ensure that the slip stitch part is touching the handle and that the loops are facing outwards, and roll the loops into a flower shape. Once the flower looks good, you can just slide it off your crochet hook and hold it with your fingers so it doesn't lose its shape. You'll probably want to shape the loops a little bit. I like to have about 6 petals on each layer, and since there are 18 petals, you should get about 3 layers with the flower like I did. Next, take that long tail end and thread it through a yarn needle. You'll want to try and pierce each of the layers through so they stay in place. I like to make a stitch on one side through all of the layers and then go on to the other side. Then push the yarn down through the center and tie and knot this longer tail end along with the shorter starting tail end together so the stitches do not come out. Tie and knot it as many times as you wish to make it secure. Then trim the tail ends in the back. You can make them shorter or leave them longer if you want to use the ends to tie the flower onto something. I like to put a center in my flower. You can either sew or hot glue a pom-pom to the center of the flower, or attach a bead, button, or other bling to the center to add some color. And that's it. That's how I crochet an easy loop flower.